Angel Reese has put out footage of her working out in the gym. It's just a few seconds, like 9 seconds. Now, remember, Angel Reese has said to us that people are not just watching basketball for one player, they're watching because of me too.
Angel Reese just dropped a new workout clip, a grand total of 9 seconds. That's all. 9 chaotic, jittery seconds in a gym. Now remember, Angel told us, people aren't just watching for one player. They're watching because of me too. But if that's the case, why does it feel like she's chasing the camera more than the competition? While Angel rushed to post a short, unfocused clip, the Indiana Fever made a very different kind of statement. No filters, no frantic editing. Just full workout footage of Caitlin Clark and her fellow rookies grinding on the court.
One person to beat. So.
Okay, that's all we get to see. 9 seconds. And in these 9 seconds, we can see
rookies grinding on the court within 48 hours of joining the team. We're not talking about a couple of sloppy cuts. We're talking crisp ball handling, smooth transitions, sharp reads, defensive intensity, and real basketball being played at game speed. One side is curating an image, the other is building something real. Which one would you bet your future on? Okay, that's all we get. 9 seconds. And what do we see? A few limp jumpers, awkward footwork, zero intensity. It doesn't look like a workout. It looks like a last-minute content drop to keep up online appearances. A photo op disguised as training Jewel Reese. More like building her first
Jewel Reese! Nothing but net! Let's get it! Bang! She finally did it. She shot enough bricks that she was able to build her very first home. Congratulations, all by age 22. Bang! Take a look back brick by brick and how we got here. The jab that no one falls for. Bang! How about the pick and pop where none of them drop? What is she gonna do? Shoot another long two? Bang! Get your class on where to shoot the basketball from, and you will learn not to shoot from here on day 1, okay?
House, brick by brick. At just 22, she's already a homeowner with all these missed shots. You want to know why her shots clank off the rim? Let's break it down. Her offhand crosses over her face like she's mid-dab. Her follow-through's off balance, elbow flared, wrist twisted inward. It's like someone taught her how not to shoot. Any real coach would fix this on day 1. But here's the problem. There is no real coaching. The guy in the gym with her, we don't even know who he is. But one thing's clear, he's not holding her accountable. He's hyping her up instead of helping her grow. You hear him say tough, like it's a compliment? No, man. What she needs isn't praise, it's correction. Now, let's contrast that with the Fever, Caitlin Clark, Michaela Timpson, Bree Hall, Yvonne Ejim, all in the gym, all locked in, pick and roll reps with purpose, court spacing that makes sense, sharp passing, no dead dribbles.
Take a look at the hour workout right here. Let's take a look at the workouts. You've got Aaliyah Boston immediately going and talking with Michaela Timpson. Immediately. And there is Yvonne Ejim and Bree Hall. So the 3 of them are here. So running the pick and roll, which hopefully they do run a bit of. Ejim, open layup. Okay, Bree Hall with some post work. Spot up shooting. In fairness, that is what Bree Hall, if she does make the team, is going to do. Oh. Did we just see that? Obviously, there is the pick and roll. But did we just see the athletic Michaela Timpson? She just caught a lob. She's out here catching lobs in this work.
No lazy closeouts. Aaliyah Boston is already mentoring the rookies, talking to Timpson between reps. Real leadership, real guidance. And Timpson? She's not just nodding along. She's executing, catching lobs, rim running with speed and intent, looking like a pro on day 1. Meanwhile, Angel's footage is just a few scattered shots in an empty gym with no structure, no coach, and no urgency. One side is preparing for war.
Your workout is important, but I gotta say this. Who's working with you is also important. I don't know who the young man is working with Angel. I don't know if he's a part of the Sky organization or not. My guess is he's not. My hope is he's not. Because there are things that need to be corrected, and instead I'm hearing him give like the nod, giving the praise. Okay, so I want you to just take a look at her form. I'm gonna go back just a little bit. All right, so this arm here, this is her left arm. I'm right-handed, you know, so when I demonstrate something, it's gonna be the opposite for me because I'm right-handed. But you can see this arm right here is pretty good. The shooting arm, which would be her left arm, I always say it's kind of like a waiter carrying a tray. The off arm, which is really supposed to guide the other one, is a problem. As you can see, it totally covers her face. It's crossed over her face, which is odd.
One side is preparing for war, the other is making TikToks. Let's go back to the mechanics. Her shooting arm looks fine, like a waiter carrying a tray. But that guide hand? Way off, covering her face, twisting the ball. It's wild. Her elbow, flared out like she's trying to wave someone down. This isn't WNBA ready. This is YouTube trainer fluff. At the pro level, details matter. Tiny flaws get punished. You don't get likes for clanking jumpers in real games. And Angel, she's not fixing the flaws. She's posting through them. Caitlin, on the other hand, doesn't miss a beat. Catch, set, shoot, no wasted motion, pure repetition. Built from years of real practice, not a last-minute gym edit. Her passes are threaded through tight windows. Her feel for the game? Off the charts. Her workouts speak
and then her palm is facing her on the inside, which is kind of weird. I don't know how you do that. So it's crossed over her face, over her eyes, as you can see. And this is here, and it's like this on the ball. Like I said, it's the reverse because she's left-handed. But it's just an odd way to shoot the basketball with her elbow all the way out here.
Speak volumes, and she doesn't need captions or filters. Michaela Timpson catching lobs. Bree Hall working that mid-range and spot-up three. Yvonne Ajim finishing through contact. All intentional. Every drill done with purpose. And you can see the growth. That's the difference. The Fever aren't playing for attention. They're preparing for April to October. Angel might dominate Twitter. Caitlin's aiming to dominate the league. Meanwhile, while certain other players seem more focused on social media clout, the Fever are grinding it out in silence, constructing something real. And at the end of the day, it's not the clicks or the filters that matter. It's this hard work that will decide who thrives and who quietly fades after the hype dies down. Because here's the truth. You can't fake development. You can't filter your way through a WNBA season. The lights get bright, the defenders get physical, the game speeds up, and every weakness you tried to hide on Instagram gets exposed in front of national audiences. A viral video might earn you headlines in the short term, but it won't save you when you're matched up against elite defenders who studied your tendencies, know your footwork flaws, and aren't falling for gimmicks. The Indiana Fever know this. That's why they're not chasing clout, they're chasing consistency. While some players are rehearsing angles for highlight clips, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Michaela Timpson, Bree Hall, and Yvonne Ajim are rehearsing sets. They're working on timing, spacing, communication, the things that actually win games. That's the difference between players preparing to go viral and players preparing to go deep in the playoffs. The Fever are building a culture rooted in accountability, where veterans teach and rookies learn, where no one is too famous to be corrected. It's that foundation that separates contenders from content creators. And while the internet may praise Angel Reese for her confidence and charisma, the league itself will only respect results. So months from now, when the grind of the season hits, when the schedule tightens, legs get heavy, and every possession matters, we'll look back at these training sessions, and we'll know who was doing it for the camera, and who was doing it for the banner Michaela Timpson catching lobs. Bree Hall working that mid-range and spot-up three. Yvonne Ajim finishing through contact. All intentional. Every drill done with purpose. And you can see the growth. That's the difference. The Fever aren't playing for attention. They're preparing for April to October. Angel might dominate Twitter. Caitlin's aiming to dominate the league. At the end of the day, here's the truth. One player is chasing viral moments. The other is chasing banners. One is building an image. The other, a legacy. And when the season tips off, hashtags won't save you. So if you're rolling with the Fever this season, comment, "I've got the Fever" down below. Because this team isn't here to entertain your feed, they're here to change the league.